Alright, so recently, some people on Dokkan Twitter have been saying this guy's not as good as the community thinks him out to be. And I just wanted to go ahead and take the advantage to just take this guy into some difficult stages. And, not like, Fusions of Zamasu or Mega, but like, the Goku Black Rose stage and then the Goku Black and Zamasu stage with a full Goku Black and Zamasu team, just using this support memory, talking with chat about specifically like this team and if it got the buffs that it actually needed. And I think that, straight up for me, if I was just gonna say yes or no, this team got the help it needed, I would personally say no. I think that this team definitely needed more in order to become as good as it should have been, I think. And I remember, someone in the chat said right there, Age of VB over Tech Zamasu. I feel like I'm slowly shifting back to that mind process potentially. It's very difficult. I remember when I said that during Worldwide Celebration, a lot of people really pushed back on it. And I feel like I still, I could see you argue either or. I feel like AGOVB, I might right now, just in the current landscape of the game, I might like him a little better than Tech Fusion Zamasu. And, I could, someone in the chat said I could I'm running Goku Black ZZ, shows you, the strength of the team. But I could also run, let's say, I could put my Junior on here. This is not like Fusion Zamasu's team, but this is like the Goku Black team, right? Which in that case, you wouldn't really run Fusion Zamasu, obviously, right? So, there's a situation where I think I think Ejo Vegito Blue had a lot of unnecessary hate for his release, right? But we're talking about Zamasu here. Zamasu, which we'll see next turn. Looking at the team right here, we're getting obliterated turn 1 because we didn't have a Fusion Zamasu, right? Actually, we lived. Funny enough, we did actually end up living. That's really good. Yeah, the TUR easier, right? The LR Rose Goku Black is fine. We almost died here, which is very dangerous, which, again, shows you this team is very, very reliant on Fusion Zamasu. So, obviously the main core of the team is Fusion Zamasu. But I feel like you could make an argument, is he enough to carry the team by himself? I would honestly say yeah, once he's fully built up especially, but... Let's see. Let me grab this with you. In Zamasu, he does heal. I kind of want him to heal. And then I'll just get this with you, because you actually raise your defense by 50% when you do that. I've had Int LR Cell. Would have full healed. I guess I would have full healed if I had Int LR Cell, right? That's true. Now, Fusion Zamasu, obviously, he does have to take a lot of attacks for him to really build up the offensive passive. And I'm saying a lot of people are like, oh, he has to... how to explain it? Well, he has 80% reduction here, so he takes 0 damage, right? Which is, again, that 80% reduction from the very first turn is really, really good. But besides Fusion Zamasu, who's obviously still insane, I think people really overhate what this guy is able to do. I would say an issue for him is, a lot of these bosses are int type too. So he's tech, but we have Int Omega, we have Int Fusion Zamasu, which not that big of a deal because he has most of his reduction in the first part of the fight. We have Int Goku Black, which we'll see here. I realized we're never able to take advantage of how do I explain it? How Fusion Zamasu gets that really, really huge heal? We were never... I can't even speak. Wow. Maybe I'm just insane today. Maybe I am just insane. We were never able to take advantage of that. But that is true. Super Saiyan 3 Rose could potentially help this Fusion Zamasu team a lot. Keep in mind, we are running the permanent 10% support memory, So we're getting the permanent extra 10% stats. So if you think like the stats are a little higher than you are used to, it probably is because of that 10% stats, right? I just wanted to get a run with it. I might get a run without it in the next fight just to see. Zamasu is a monster slot 2 unit though. Yeah, I think Zamasu, especially once his reduction runs out, he does lose the, like, a lot of the value you could have him in slot 1. I would still say that Zamasu turn 5 is better than the Blue Goku and Vegeta turn 5. Wow, okay. I did not get the killing blow. That's crazy. That is crazy. I didn't get the killing blow at all. Wow, okay. That's cool. Oh, we couldn't transform with this guy. That's not good. Actually, not at all. Okay. This is bad, I would say. I would say this is bad, yeah. Okay. This first run might not be really going too well, huh? Oh. That's not good. Ouch. Age of Zamasu Season 8 is really fun. I would agree. I would agree with that. Let's do another run. Let's hop in again. But this time, I mean, obviously we can no item with this team, but it might take a few attempts, right? That's the only thing about this team specifically. Also, I want Fusion Zamasu, not Blue Goku and Vegeta. That probably is preferred, isn't it? Big issue with how the run went is that we also did not have a Fusion Zamasu in turn 1. So we took a lot of damage, and because of that we weren't able to transform. You know, there's all these issues that happen, but this time it might be looking a little better for us. So we will... There's a way I could bring down these int orbs. Actually, all those physical key spheres work out really well. I think all those physical key spheres should get me... Yeah, the key I want for 24. Perfect, okay. And we're looking good here. And Goku Black should be able to get some. So we should be good. Do you think it could beat Omega with this team? I think there's... I don't think there's like a 0% chance. The main issue wouldn't actually be Fusion Zamasu at all. Obviously, even though he runs out of that reduction, only down to 40%. I think the main issue would actually end up being Int LR Rose right here. This boy taking AoEs would not be looking too hot. But you could definitely run Rose in here, especially if you get the Rage Form. You are able to very easily get that in here. See, Rose is really, really powerful. This is a really strong, easy add to the team. And then this should actually be very little damage. Yeah, 130k damage. See, like, this is a situation where we actually, I feel like, got pretty good RNG, all things considered, with how the... I mean, the super attack could have been either or, but we got good orb field and everything like that. Ooh, not 2 stacks. That sucks. We have Age of Zamasu here. I guess the issue will be this character. Them not being able to get any hits in could be an issue. That's like the biggest issue I'm thinking of right now. Goku Black and Zamasu here not getting any hits. That might be really bad. You could beat Omega. The only problem is LR Rose. Yeah, I agree. LR Rose is definitely the biggest problem here. That's for sure. Alright, Age of Zamasu will at least heal us. I was thinking about pushing Age of Zamasu off and keeping Goku Black and Zamasu. Maybe that is the better play, because when these guys come back around, they won't have their guard. I wish their guard was 4 turns, because at this point, like, you kind of want to float them off now that they finally have a team that's, like, better for them to run in, right? I want to try to get the finishing blow, but I'm not sure how plausible that's going to be. This, yeah, see, key could be key is definitely an issue right here. You could feel it. With how things are going. You definitely feel the issue with key here. Because you want to hit, what, 22 key? So I think actually, yeah, you want to hit 22 key. So getting 19 key gets you the, well, that's not good. I wanted to get the finishing blow. I'm worried about everything for nothing, man. Oh. No, we still win. We're still good. And we get the attack up. Nice, nice, nice. That's good. I think the issue will be this turn once we come back to it, because we won't really have a strong slot 1 unless we fall under 70%, which I think falling under 70% for the Infinite Zamasu is not as bad as people would think it is. Same with the Age of Vegeta Blue, right? There's Inbrose, and then here is Age of Zamasu. You're basically forced to use a Whis. One turn is both Tech LR Zamasu and In LR Zamasu. Yeah, see, like, if you run the In LR Zamasu, you could get a turn like that, and it's like you have no links at all. That could be very annoying. See, and like, in this situation, once you get Age of Zamasu transformed, you have this guy slot 2. Like, you're looking pretty good. And especially, like, in Omega, you could still get this guy's double super attack, which is really nice. But the issue could be the other rotation. That rotation, you're going to want to get Infinite Zamasu out. Like, this is not the rotation you want Infinite Zamasu in. And if you look at the team, there's, like, a lot of healing going on. So it's, like, very difficult to stay under that 70% HP threshold. Unless you're, like... Unless you end the turn at, like, 20% HP. Then it's not going to be a situation where you can easily get the Infinite Zamasu. But besides that, I still think this team is pretty solid. We want a Dokkan Fest Goku Black for sure. I think we want to do Dokkan Fest Goku Black really, really badly. I would say we also would probably prefer to get the Super Saiyan 3 Rose is coming out, right? He is going to be hopefully really, really good. I just hope he isn't necessarily limited to heroes. I mean, if they limit him to time travelers, I would probably be okay with that, because all these characters are time travelers anyways. But if he's limited to just having to be run with the heroes team, I'm not really sure if I would be a big fan of that. Honestly, Rose hit didn't look too bad. Like, once you get Rose out, he's, like, able to start, like, cooking just a bit, right? I wouldn't say he's anything, like, super good, but he's able to hold his own for sure. We'll do this. I think we're probably dead here, by the way. Just so y'all know. Oh. This doesn't one-shot me, right? It does. Okay, well. There's int. Yeah, see, that's an issue. It's like, these int phases really hurt Reasons Zamasu, I feel like. Like, in that scenario. And then right here, we have the first phase was ints, right? We'll hop into this one. For sure. And we'll just still take a look at the team. I mean, I feel like, what does this team really want? Like, what would, maybe support. Like, if this team had, like, a better support unit to be rocking with, wow, these rotations are really bad, actually. I didn't even want to do this rotation right here. Like, you can't, you want a Fusion Zamasu in each rotation. That's very important. Like, I think, like, a really strong support unit, a revive character, huh? A revive character would be really good for this team, too. Just having the ability to, obviously, it's not die. It's obviously such a powerful thing to be able to have on yourself. So that's a good idea, actually. Yeah, like a revive character would be really good here. Just like character with tech. TUR Goku Black the king, yeah. TUR Goku Black is the king, isn't he? Okay. Do I still have intros on? Actually, I have no idea. I do now. Okay. That's fine, though. We'll definitely push the TUR off rotation, that's for sure. I might want to do this. Sounds a little crazy, but I think I want to do that. We'll grab this, and then I want the Goku Black and Zamasu to take a lot of hits. It's probably not the best quote unquote play, but I don't know. Honestly, people talk about villain Bulma. Villain's got something like Yajirobe. It would be a significant step in the right direction. I mean, yeah, just like, I think a really strong support unit villains don't really have, right? Like, who's the strongest support unit villain has? It's the Almond and Raisin, right? But yeah, it's pretty much just Almond and Raisin. Yeah, they, I feel like Extreme Class has Almond and Raisin, but like, who else? Chilai you could run on this team for sure. But I think we definitely want like a better, oh, it's not good. We definitely want a better like we want a character that we don't have to, like for a Goku Black team, we want like a character we don't have to run that guy. I could put Ma Junior on the team, and then Ma Junior like looks obviously very very good here. But this full Goku Black team, wanted again a new Goku Black, Super Saiyan 3 Rose is coming out, so that's really helpful. Even like if we get like Crimson Mass Saiyan like in the next years, right? But besides that, like, one idea I had for a Dokkan Fest in the future, I don't know when this could be done, or like if they're ever going to be interested in doing something like this, but like well, I want to push LR Rose off actually, is what I'm thinking, because we have the Angel Zamasu coming back around here. We'll grab this. Let me make my place first. We'll grab that, and then all these in orbs line up perfect. But I was saying, I think this should obviously do the double digits. Oh, just a little bit of damage, right? That's fine though. I lost my train of thought actually. Oh yeah, a Zamasu that exchanges into Zamasu Goku, right? When he uses the wish to get Goku Black, obviously, or become Goku Black with Goku's body. I think that could be a really interesting and fair, like, Dokkan Fest, I think, a character, right? You know, giving Zamasu like in addition to his Dokkan Fest event, or like, I guess it would be like Zamasu Goku in addition to that Goku like Dokkan events. We know the base from Goku Black Dokkan event hasn't gotten an update. It could be an update to that, I guess, right? The base from Goku Black Dokkan event. It could also just be its own Dokkan event, right? But that's a moment in the series that's not really properly, I think, represented. I want to get more Keithy, but it's fine. Another thing, like, in Goku Black here, right? He's like the best support unit this team has for like full Goku Blacks. Once he's transformed, right? Because he does give the 3 key and 30% attack to extreme class. Like, Esther Rose is like unrunnable. Like, you're not running Esther Rose in here, like, ever. We can still get a Goku Black and Zamasu and a Rose and Zamasu and 2 Fusion Zamasu. Yeah, like a base from Goku Black or like a fusing Zamasu, right? That could always be a possibility in the future as well. Like, Goku Blacks, there's a lot of like characters they can give this guy. Like, even an exchange Goku Black and Zamasu, where it's like Goku Black exchanges into Zamasu or something, or vice versa, right? Maybe it could be like you could switch back and forth between the two. It could be very, very interesting from there. But what else? I guess we'll just have to wait and see in the future. I mean, this team, I feel like they need to drop something additional for this team. I really do think that that's the case. Probably will let Fusion and Monster actually handle this. We're here because this team is like so close to being really great, but they're just like slightly behind. They got a lot of these super class teams. I love if they use the moment where Goku Black stabs Zamasu hit Goku as a counter revival. That'd be interesting. Base Goku Black and Zamasu with extreme class support and good defense would save the team. Like, if imagine they had like a slot 1 Goku Black and Zamasu right there, and then it's like Goku Black, I don't know, like Zamasu's like taking the hits or something. There's like nullifications going on, healing. I think like another really strong like slot 1 character that's like multi-turn supporting would be really good for this team. I think that would really help out this team quite a bit. Like multi-turn support, like that would be pretty nice. I might actually keep this guy, which is really funny. Yeah, I think I'm gonna keep the Int Goku Black. Really funny, but why not? They vastly overestimated the effect Infinite Zamasu have. Well, the issue is that they give us, there's like a lot of healing going on to this team, but then you want to stay under the HP threshold. So it's like really bizarre that there's like so much healing, but you want to like stay under 70%. I think that they didn't really think that through. And especially like if they're introducing all the short, well, I guess here we get it. Actually, we might heal. No, we don't heal. I could get it here. I mean, for the video, I might as well just get it in here, right? I don't think there's any harm, but you know, I think Infinite Zamasu. It's more so like on this team where there's like, you know, Age of Zamasu ceiling, in Zamasu ceiling, Goku Black and Zamasu ceiling, right? I think there's an issue where it's like you want to stay under this threshold, but then, oops, you heal, right? But, yeah, it's like when Orange Piccolo heals you, and then you want to fuse into VB, but then you just heal the fool. I think that, in fact, Infinite Zamasu as himself is still really good, though. I still think Sword of Hope Trunks should have been the other domain character. And then the LR should have been Rose Goku Black. Like, I love Future Gohan, but that's what this should have been for the celebration. I'll keep Age of Zamasu unfused, I think. But again, like, when you get Infinite Zamasu, him being like an invincible slot 1 unit that supports, I still think that the value of that is really strong. I just don't think that... How do I explain it? It's still not enough for villains, right? Villains just need more still. It's kind of crazy. Like, this guy needed to give, like, multi-turn support. Like, multi-turn support now is, like, becoming such a common thing in superclass teams. We have Gohan and Piccolo that's doing something like that. We got Yajirobe a long time ago. Bulma. There's, like, so many of these characters, even the androids, like, giving this multi-turn really powerful support. And then villains don't have that. Villains don't have a good revive character. You know, even like with domain effects, Infinite Zamasu's domain effect does nothing. Right? We don't ever face superclass units. So when are you going to ever use like the domain effect really? Like pretty much most of the hard fights besides like the Sword of Hope Trunks fight, I guess, right? And the Vegeta Blue fight, right? Those two are pretty difficult. But I feel like, you know, a lot of us really judge these characters on, like, Red Zone performance, too, right? So, I don't know. I think that, 300k defense, yeah. Okay. We're gonna have a really good slot 1 unit here, but, I guess we'll just have to make do. Like, there's so many of this, like... I feel like it's like they almost didn't plan for the future of villains like they do with Superclass, right? They didn't think about, okay, we're going to drop this team, but then we're going to buff these superclass teams in a different way, like, after. And it's like, well, villains are still incomplete, right? 300k defense he's in. Yeah. We're going to get a long 10-turn event, and all these units have 3-5 turn guard and less damage. Red gets Omega cooked. What? We're going to call Fuser Gohan and CMZ frauds. Oh, I see. Like, a lot of these characters are really good in short content, and then it's like, if we get an influx of long content... Ooh, 24 mil, okay. I see that. I would say Rose Saiyan Day probably wouldn't happen. Like, it could... She's technically a Saiyan, but I don't know. They don't really consider him a Saiyan in-game. One more? Nope. Actually, LR Goku Black is a must finish this off. This is like, this guy also... Like, him EZAing during Tanabata of last year... does her. I saw a tweet someone made where it was like, full power Super Saiyan 4 Goku should have been Tanabata of 2021, and then Vegeta and Trunks should have been Tanabata of 2022. And it's like a situation where, like, imagine this Goku Black and Zamasu and this Trunks EZA'd this year, and then they were really good for, like, imagine Goku Black and Zamasu were, like, even better than their EZAs. Like, their EZAs is pretty good still, I think, for already being well over a year old at this point for how old they are as a character. So, like, imagine if it was like a more stronger EZA, right? Yeah, Infinite Zamasu definitely doesn't do what Oob does. Or, yeah, I mean, like, you can look at it. Oob is just a better version of Fusion Zamasu. He's multi-turn support as well. He's, you know, after you exchange out, he provides the full heal. He's orb changing. He just nullifies, right? Well, I know Zamasu nullifies it, but I guess defensively, obviously, Fusion Zamasu is better because he always is guaranteed to take 0 damage, right? And I guess Fusion Zamasu also orb changes, but I think it's the multi-turn support. I think it's like such a 90 difference, but let me know what you guys think about the Fusion Zamasu team, and I'll catch you next time.